Shalom, giving all praises, honor and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachachodash, double honors unto the elders and apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And sincere shalom to the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel and the rest of the elect destined to be saved. I'm the brother Caleb from the GMS England London Forecasters Camp, back with another lesson to help edify the Lord's elect. I'd like to begin by saying that we are the real Hebrew Israelites, and the real Israelites, these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, Native Americans, West Indians, West Africans predominantly, but you will find Israelites that do look like the other nations, because we as a people have been scattered among all the nations through our various captivities. But if your seed line by your forefathers goes back to the man in the Bible named Israel, then you too are an Israelite, no matter what you may look like, because Numbers 1:18 says that your nationality is determined by the lineage of your forefathers. So I'm just going to do a very quick lesson here going into the importance of reading, because it's one thing to hear the scriptures. You know, the prophets are out there and we're preaching this word and we're teaching this word, and it's one thing to hear these words and commit them to memory. That's all good and well, but it's very important that you read. You know, you have to get into these scriptures, and the way to become intimate with these scriptures is by reading them and meditating on the things which you read, because reading can be likened unto eating, but you're really feeding your mind. Whereas if you eat with your mouth carnally, you know, the food goes down to your belly and it nourishes your body. Well, when you feed your brain with your eyes, or if you're in an unfortunate case where you might be blind, you'll read with your hands through using Braille. I believe you can get Bibles in Braille. But the point is that you're feeding your mind, and you're actually feeding your soul. You know, because when you ingest these words and you digest these words, two different things. Because someone can ingest these words and it can go through their system and not take root. Whereas when you actually read these things, you ingest it, then you digest it. It feeds your mind and your soul. And the scriptures say, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth from the mouth of the Most High. I'm roughly paraphrasing that precept, because I don't have my I usually use another device to search scriptures, but I'll just roughly paraphrase it. The scriptures say that Yahushua is the bread of life. You know, that's why a lot of people couldn't understand some of the parables when Yahushua was saying that you have to eat his flesh and drink his blood. A lot of guys got bugged out by that, because they thought he was speaking carnally, but he was speaking spiritually. So yes, you can consume with your eyes, and you read these words, and these words are the bread of life, and it nourishes your soul and your spirit, and it helps to give you a deeper understanding of the scriptures, because the scriptures, man, there's levels and depths to these things, and it's like no matter how good you are, there's always more to be learned, always more to be seen, always more to be discovered through the study of the scriptures. Now, the point of this lesson is Revelation 1 and verse 3. It says, blessed is he that readeth. See, obviously you're blessed to be able to hear these words, blessed to be able to understand these words, but even more blessed is he that readeth, because reading is a sign of giving your attention over to something. You know, when you're reading, you're kind of locked in and you're focused on what you're reading, and that's how you become acquainted with wisdom. You know, wisdom is likened unto a woman, and you've got to show her the due diligence and attention and affection, and then in time she will sup with you. If you're not giving wisdom her time, she's going to move on from you and move on to the next man, and not in a worldly, you know, harlotish way. It's like not in a worldly harlotish way, but in a righteous way, because wisdom is seeking out men that are worthy of her. Wisdom's not going to give her fruits to any old grimy ass nigger, like these women out here who will drop her pants for anybody. Now, wisdom is discreet, she's chaste, and she's loyal, and she will reward them who seek her out diligently. So again, reading is a beautiful thing, and it's important to read the scriptures. I'll quote it once again, or I'll read it once again, literally. Revelation 1 and verse 3 says, "Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and they that keep those things." See, because you can hear these things and cast them behind your back, or you can read these things and cast them behind your back. But if you read it, you ingest it, and then you digest it, it says, "They that keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand." So we've seen all manner of prophecies coming to pass in the past 3 days. You know, big news with Israel declaring war, and we know the mark of the beast is on the horizon, man. So it's all looking like all roads leading to the return of Yahushua. No matter which way you try and slice cut the cake, it's always going to lead to the same conclusion, which is the return of Yahushua, the destruction of Esau's empire, and the resurrection of the nation of Israel, starting with the house of David, the tabernacle of David being risen up, and us inheriting the kingdom of heaven, which will be on earth. So no matter what way you read the news, you know, you're hearing about more and more chariot sightings, which is what the world calls UFOs, more and more chariot sightings, more and more earthquakes, more and more uproars of the people, more and more moving towards CBDC and the mark of the beast, more and more pushing towards a new pandemic and lockdowns, more and more declarations of wars and rumours of wars. So it's a blessed time to be alive, and a blessed time to read these things and to keep these things, because the time is at hand. So Lord willing, let's a little edifying quick hit with that, giving all praise, honor and glory once again unto Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem Makakadash, double honours unto the elders and apostles of great millstone of all well. Shalom to all the 144,000 elect men of the nation of Israel, and to the rest of the elect destined to be saved. And I'm out for this one. I'll catch you on the next one. Shalom, wa abba, wa kum, shalom.